call to order. Please take out your cell phones, put them on silent, and please rise and follow me in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of our country. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. It's good to see everybody out here today. Thank you for coming. We welcome you. We welcome the visitors, and we will take an opportunity here in a few minutes to introduce them. I would like to introduce our leadership team, which consists of our Vice President, Ms. Tina Good, our Director of Growth and Communications, Ms. Diana Musgrave, and our Treasurer, Mr. Walter Walker. My name is Charles Williams. I serve as the president of our group. We have a membership committee which consists of three lovely ladies, that being Chelsea Shipman, Tracy Reed, and Miss Lee Hagan. Thank you to those ladies for what you do. We also want to recognize our Sergeant at Arms, Miss Kelly Ann. We're grateful for the support which each of you give to our group. It is our mission to enhance our member businesses by referring business to each other, thereby strengthening our local community and furthering business development for our new and existing entrepreneurs. We would also like to think that by the work we do, we help make Boulder City a little bit of a better place. I would like to introduce our guests at this time. All right. We have a substitute. First of all, Miss Angela Dyer, who's filling in for John at Americent Insurance. Thank you, Angela, for being here. And also visiting today, invited by Diana, is Jack and Christine. Jack is actually filming today for 365, which is an opportunity to show the community what's going on around the community. So thank you to Jack for doing that. We also want to recognize Rafi here today. Rafi, as you know, is our representative of the city, the Community Development Coordinator. Economic Development Coordinator. Thank you, Rafi, for being here. We appreciate your representation. There is a business binder which is over.
I got it, Charles.
In the middle with Lee. So please look at that. Please take as many of those cards as you would like to represent our businesses this coming week. All right, Chris, we would like to hear your educational moment at this time.
Sure you would.
Sure would.
So, one of the things that I think we tend to forget, we come to these meetings or not, or status or not, we forget why we're members of BBD. What is the purpose of BBD? So, in my view, sometimes people have the idea that, oh yeah, well, we have breakfast every Tuesday. It's just a get-together. That's not really the purpose. The purpose of BBD, when we started it years ago, it's a form of advertising. No different than a newspaper, a radio, just word of mouth, and it is word of mouth. So use it as such. You pay a fee, and it's pretty minimal fee if you've priced advertising lately. It's a fairly minimal fee, and you get all of these people out there promoting your business. Now you can enhance that. And one of the things, and John, which Angela is subbing for, he's always big on what we call power groups or power members. So how does that work? Well, there are certain people in the group that you have similar types of customers, so you can refer back and forth. And we see that a lot with some of the members here. For example, Charles and Lee. You see referrals going back and forth to them every single week. Now, it doesn't mean that as a member, you're gonna get a referral every week, okay? Some of the other power groups in here would be Jeff and Chelsea. Now, that doesn't mean Jeff's gonna only do mortgages that Chelsea presents or vice versa, but they complement, those businesses complement each other. Sometimes people will say, well, I don't ever get a referral, or I don't ever get anything out of this meeting. Well, the thing is, you don't really know that. Just like, let's say, online advertising. You don't know necessarily how many people are doing business with you because they found you online. You don't really know for sure where that business came from. For example, I asked you several weeks ago that I had a truck to sell. Well, it sold last night to a local person. What I don't know, I have no idea. You might have told somebody, one of you, that Chris has a truck for sale. And they told somebody else. Well, that person doesn't know. They're not gonna respond back to me. I have no idea where this guy came from. Did he just see it? Was it just a fluke? Or did it come from you to somebody, to somebody, to somebody, to somebody, that the guy finally went and looked at the truck and bought the truck? You don't know that. So the idea being, don't discount your advertising in any form, because you don't necessarily know exactly where that is gonna come, where your business is gonna come from. And the more advertising you can do, and the more word of mouth, and we all know, with all the forms of advertising, word of mouth is the best. Word of mouth gets you more business than any other form. So remember that. Your membership in BBD has a lot of value, but you have to make the most of it. Otherwise, it's just a breakfast club.
And on top of that too, just keep in mind too, that not just to be here for yourself or your business, but for all the businesses, right? Because aren't we here to like support each other and support the businesses here in Boulder City and around us? So if you're not part of this, then you're also not supporting them, not just getting the business yourself. Be here for each other.
Yay.
Thank you, very worthwhile advice. Okay, we'd like to have our 60-second commercials now, for the benefit of the visitors. This is where we as members go around the room. We state our name, our business, and how we can best help each other this coming week in our business. For the benefit of Jack and Christine, after all the members have stood and introduced themselves, we're gonna give you an opportunity as well to stand up, take 60 seconds, introduce yourselves, and tell us a little bit about what you represent. So, who would like to begin?
Chelsea. I'm Chelsea Chapman, Keller Williams, Plaza Realty downtown Boulder City, and we serve Henderson and Las Vegas as well. I had a client who had a concern about another property in another state. They weren't even my client. I connected them with a great agent, and then I was paid a referral fee out of that connection. And we followed up and we made sure things were done properly. But we do have that resource. agents spend a lot of money on advertising. I spend a lot of time and energy into making connections and building other people's efforts and helping them improve on their business as well. So referrals are the number one part of my business. And at Plaza Realty, we're helping you journey home.
I'm Veronica Huning with Lakeview Terrace Assisted Living Community. This week we have, believe it or not, yay, celebrate with me. Our assisted living community is full. We do have openings in our memory care. We have 2 openings. It could be a male or female. So if you know anybody who's got caretaking fatigue, please send them our way. We will support them while they're still caring for their loved ones, and maybe when that transition takes place, they could come into our community. So we're here to help all our seniors in our community. I really have to applaud Chris and his advice as word of mouth. Most of our residents come from drive-bys. They drive by, they see our community, and they're curious, and they come walk in. Or they'll just call in. So word of mouth is so very important, especially in the Boulder City community. We will be having a petting zoo this week. So little lambs, please bring your kids to Lakeview Terrace Thursday at 10 o'clock to enjoy our petting zoo with cotton candy, popcorn, and snow cones. So please bring your kids, we'd love to see them. Veronica Huning with Lakeview Terrace. We focus on what our residents can do and not what they can't.
Good morning, Michelle Carroll, ARC Help Desk. So the IRS has put a pause on the ERC filings right now. The main reason is to stop, unfortunately. There are a few bad apples that always make it bad for the rest of us, and they're trying to kind of get their hands on, or handle on all of the fraudulent claims that have been put through. However, we're still taking, I've been checking with the company, the IRS claims that have been put through, they're still getting put through. As of right now, it's paused until, they're saying 2024, so it looks like the beginning of January. We're still taking and processing the applications on our side and putting them through. It's just basically at the end of the day, it's going to take a lot longer because they're doing a much more thorough auditing process, which at the end of the day is a good thing because we don't want fraudulent claims. So if you know any businesses yet who haven't filed, I would go ahead and reach out to them and let them know that there are still ways to go and apply for it. My concern being at the federal government, and you never know what the federal government's gonna do. Right now, they're still paying them out. It just might even take up to a year to get the refund. I would go ahead and apply sooner rather than later before they just stop and say, nope, not doing it altogether, because the money's still there. They just, I don't want them to not want to pay it out. So if you know any businesses, please get them in touch with me. I will work with them, and if they are eligible, make sure that, might not be right away, but they still get what they have coming to them. Also, just as a public service announcement, in case anybody's interested, there's, besides Railroad Passes having, and the past casino having job fairs, there's also 2 other job fairs in Vegas this week. One is Wednesday and one is Thursday, and they both have a couple of hundred businesses out there. So if anybody is interested in that, just let me know and I'll get you the details. Thank you.
Morning, I'm Tracy with Tracy's Tasty Treats. This week has been busy. We had the support proposal event at Ahern, and it was amazing. I got an order that night. He's like, I'm gonna pay you right now. And he already called me the day that he got his delivery, and he's like, that was awesome. The staff can't stop talking about it. We're gonna use you regularly. So I'm like super excited about that. We got to take pictures with the Stanley Cup. I got to touch it. It was so cool. I think I told you guys I got a vending machine. I'm making a cookie vending machine. I'm starting with one. We'll see how it goes. I found a barber shop at Horizon and Horizon. It's called 101 Barber. And they partnered with the G League Ignite basketball team for the Dollar Loan Center. They're the only autism barber in Henderson. They offer free haircuts for kids with autism and special needs on Tuesdays from 12 to 4 by appointment only. So if you know any kids, I know the haircuts can be a struggle. They specialize in that, and that's what they do. But anyway, so they're letting me put my vending machine in their barber shop because like people sit there and wait, you know, for their haircuts. So we'll give it a try. We'll see how it goes. So I'm excited about that. And we're actually leaving for Mexico on Friday, and we will be gone until Wednesday next week. We're very excited to get a break, get a vacation, and get away from our kids, and and just, yeah, get some R&R. So thank you everyone for all of your support and everything. I know you guys all know that there was a minute where I'm like, I'm done with this, I'm gonna quit, and I'm glad that you guys really pushed me to just keep going because I wouldn't be where I am today. So remember that life is sweeter with cookies, and also get your orders in for Thanksgiving. That's coming up very quickly, so get those in, okay?
My name's Brian with BT Rides. The customer that we're looking for this week is Life is Beautiful people coming in. So if you know anybody coming in that is headed to Life is Beautiful, they need a car, have them reach out to us or at our new website. That's active now, so we are looking for that. But also keep in mind, as Tracy said, the holidays are coming up. You guys have family coming into town. Get those rentals in now because those do go quick. The holidays I've already got a couple already. So just make sure that your family's coming into town, so get them a car. That way they're not stuck at your house, or they can get out and see. You don't have to go with them. You can be like, here's a car, go see the strip, because I've been there a million times already. You can go.
Even if their plans change, just book it now, have it on the books, because
Yeah,
we can
modify
always
trips.
reschedule it, modify it, stuff like that.
Yep. So, no, you're good. You're good. Other than that, that's what we're looking for this week. Oh yes, we're also, I don't know, Charles, if you do window tinting or know somebody, or Lee, if you. What's that? Oh, great. We're looking to tint one of our cars, so we'll reach out and if we can get some information on that, then that'd be great. But yeah, for a better ride, reach out to BT Rides.
Okay, good morning. My name is Rob Sanford. I have the Boulder City Bass Tackle Shop immediately next door to the world famous Truck Bed Museum and Body Shop there on Boulder City Parkway. I'm telling you what, Chelsea, we had this dude from Keller Williams come into our shop for our class last Thursday night. His name's Jonathan Dupree. He does something for Keller Williams. I don't know what he does, okay, but he's like a big wig guy. Travels on a regional director dude, okay, so he's from Texas. He'd never been fishing out of the lake before. Came to our class Thursday night. Yesterday he came in and he bought a rod. I said, I know this cool chick from Keller Williams. And anyway, long story short, so I told him where Willow Beach was. He said, I'm gonna go down there. I've never caught a striper before. So he bought the rod, he bought the reel, he bought the lure, and came to the class. On his first stinking cast, first cast into the water, he catches this giant stripe and get this. He posted it on Facebook, so you gotta go to our Facebook page and see it. And then when you see him, he'll
Before you leave the meeting, we're taking a picture and I'm gonna
it's
send it.
so cool. Anyway, it was like a miracle. It was like, said, this is where you go, this is how you do it, and it actually worked, so.
Good morning, everyone. Lona Webb with Boulder City Law, downtown Boulder City. We do all things family law related, divorce, custody, any kind of fight you want to handle or you need handled, we can do it and we'll help you out. We also have some of the lowest prices in the valley for estate planning, $99 wills, of course, revocable living trust. We can help you with your probate. So Boulder City Law.
I'm Larry Yarsletta from Damn Computer Medic, located at 916 Nevada Way, Suite 3, across the street from the Do Yourself Car Wash. The customer I'm looking for this week, you guys might guess it, who's somebody who's afraid of the ransom virus.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it took MGM down across the entire world for a week. And then Harris admitted that they got hit too, but Harris paid. And hopefully, and lucky that they found an honest criminal that they let their stuff, some of their stuff go. But yeah, this ransomware is a real thing. Viruses aren't really that important because viruses aren't doing that much to your computers except for giving you malware and spyware and junk and slowing your computer down. The one you're trying to escape is the ransom virus. They will hold your computer and hold every file that you have at ransom. And I'm only a 33% rate of getting past it. And the only way to get past it is from a backup. You have to have, so if you have a backup and there's hopefully a movie or a video on that backup, that's a very large file, because if you restore that, you can restore everything. But apparently MGM didn't have good backups, because they should have been out within a couple of days, not a week. So I sell great antivirus. It's called With Secure. It's been #1 software for years running now, and it does battle against the ransom virus. I've used it. I've got infiltrated once when I clicked on a FedEx package that I was waiting for, and it was fraudulent. And my antivirus caught it right away, tagged it, and threw it away, and I was okay. Great software. So if you're afraid of the ransom virus, and you should be, come let me know, and why me? Because I take the SH out of my
Morning again, Chris, and I am one of your ambassadors, so I'm out there hopefully promoting your businesses effectively. We try to give that a whirl, and we do the best we can with that. But I told you I did sell a truck. But the guy didn't want the shell and the bed slide, so if you know anybody who has a work truck that would like a shell and a bed slide for an 8-foot Dodge, please let me know, because I have those available still. Thank you.
Kelly with Sidemasters in Las Vegas. A good customer for me this week would be somebody that needs a banner for a Christmas sale, and they want everybody to know about it. Kelly with Sidemasters, one-stop shop.
Good morning, I am John with American Insurance today, and the customer we are looking for is anybody who wants their insurance to be reviewed. We've had a lot of people coming in, because certain insurances out there are raising their rates 20 to 40%, and I know one just came in the other day, he was at like $500 for every 6 months, and now he's at $20,000 with his current, give or take $3. So Elizabeth and John will re-quote with tons of different companies, and just make sure you tell them that it does take a little bit of time, because poor Elizabeth is swamped, and try to give her a little grace, so people do come in, I tell them, give her till the end of the week, or give her till next week, just so they don't come in right now and say, I don't have insurance, my insurance lapsed, and I don't have insurance and I need it today. It's probably not gonna happen. But they will also tell them if they can't beat their rate. So that's the great thing about John and Elizabeth is, it's not just about getting people's money. If they don't have the best rate, they're gonna tell them, stay with where you are. Or they'll refer them to different companies. We get referrals from all these other insurance companies in town, and we refer them. So, it's a great thing about living in a small town, right? Also, I am Angela, and I'm with Fun Hope Wine, and we still have our really awesome deal where it's only 6 bottles is the minimum for your etch, where it's usually 12 bottles. So if you want to get your logo on a really pretty shimmer bottle to give it to people for Christmas, or to give it to your best clients, or family members, just to say, hey, look at me. Give me John still does not have a tagline. I tried to come up with one, but it's kind of hard. So I don't have a tagline to give you today.
Always Joey.
Good morning. Joy with doTERRA. As everyone might know, from the frantic text I sent trying to win a contest, I did get a prize. Thanks for everyone who answered. I just got back from convention, and doTERRA launched all of their new products. The hero product for me, for this, I mean, there's a bunch of new products. But the hero product for me is they upgraded our probiotic. So now it's a prebiotic, probiotic, and a postbiotic, and it has biophages. There's a lot of science that goes into this stuff. So this product gives you 18 billion CFUs in all your microbiomes. It affects your oral microbiome, your gut, your skin, your brain, and your uro something. There we are. Female reproductive stuff too. Your gut is very important to your health. It regulates your immune. It helps you up level your health, because if you are filling your colonies of your microbiomes with good bacteria every day, the bad bacteria doesn't have anywhere to land, and they can't stay, and they don't replicate. So it's one of the best ways to keep yourself healthy and well. We have an event coming on the 30th. If anybody is interested in learning about all these products and don't want to sit down and do a one-on-one, it's an event at the Whitney Plaza on the 30th at 9 to 11. I have the flyer here, pretty sure I printed it, and I'll pass it around, and there's a QR code on there. There is a $10 fee, but there's a gift bag involved, so it's all worth it. Joy with doTERRA, helping you all be healthier, one drop, one step, one day at a time.
Good morning, Lee Hagan with Auto Specialist located behind Jack in the Box. Customer we're looking for this week is a customer who needs their transmission serviced. Maybe some of you don't know that every now and then you really got to service those fluids. All of them have to be serviced at some point. But transmission is really important because it doesn't like to be dirty. And if it consistently stays dirty, then you're gonna have tranny trouble. And you don't want that because it's too expensive. And we don't want that because we don't need any big repairs. We have plenty and have had plenty. We want to stop all that, so we're working on the preventive side to help educate people to be ahead of the game. Don't let those fluids get dirty so that they start to damage other parts. Get them serviced, it's a lot cheaper, I promise you. So at Auto Specialists, we're not the best because we're the oldest, we are the oldest because we are the best.
Hello, good morning, happy Tuesday. Amy Vandermark with Amy Vander Marketing, located in the palm of your hand because that is where your next customer is going to find you. Bless you. The best customer for me this week is going to be a business who currently has their marketing plan put together for 2024 and has their assets put together. What do I mean by assets? I mean their graphics, their video content, and they already have a game plan where I can come in and complement that marketing plan. Amy Vander Marketing, we are the sharpest option.
Good morning, Rafi Fistikian, City of Boulder City Economic Development Coordinator. It's a pleasure supporting this group as I'm the liaison for the business community in Boulder City. I help businesses launch, grow, and prosper, kind of in a nutshell, wear a lot of different many hats. Just also want to remind you all, next month, the city and the chamber, Boulder City Chamber, are hosting a job fair October 18th, 3 to 5 p.m. If you're interested in reserving a table, feel free to please reach out to myself or the Boulder City Chamber. Rafi Fistikian, City of Boulder City.
Good morning, I'm Jean Jean Wigner with Boulder City Social or BoulderCity.com. We have been one of your official sources for news and media since 2017. Right now there is a fun amount of stuff going on in town. We love covering everything from the silly to the serious to the sublime. Our upcoming events page is full of all the great coming things. Let's do a plug for Worst Festival in 2 weeks on the 30th. Don't miss that. But yeah, one of the other things that it is this season again for yard sales. It's a free service that we offer to the community. If you have a yard sale that is upcoming, post it. If you have a job, post that. And a reminder for those of you who are advertisers, remember the fall season is one of the busiest ones. If you have a footprint out there where you know you're gonna have specials or you know you're gonna have things happening for the holiday, make a plan, map it out, and get it to me so that way we can continue to promote for you. So please go to BoulderCity.com anytime you wonder what's going on in town. Boulder City's business is our business. Thank you.
Linda Scott, I am an ambassador for this group. I agree with Chris and Lee that business is best served word of mouth. I belong to a lot of clubs, and I take this with me everywhere I go, and I always jump on an opportunity to promote the members of this club, this organization. And last week on Monday, when we had the Women Supporting Women here, I sat at a table where everybody was new to Boulder City. And I was able to use this. Everybody wrote down names and numbers from this. Speaking of clubs, in 2.5 weeks, we have Art in the Park coming. And my friends and I are selling raffle tickets and t-shirts at the credit union on Fridays. I hope to see you there. So bring it on. And I'm sorry I have to leave early for a funeral, so I'm out the door.
Good morning, Denise Ashurst with Pride and Purity. We help you to make right choices. We have a garage sale coming up, and I did post it last night at 898 Jerry Lane. It's always a great yard sale. There was a couple who bought in about $2,000 worth of items last night, all brand new. A guy asked me that I have an adult tricycle. I don't know if you've seen those with the big baskets in the back. Sure enough, these people bought in an adult tricycle. So anything you're looking for, we got a lot of men items. The guys like to come. I have a big van and they take out bolts and screwdrivers and all that stuff. We got a bunch of that stuff, so it's gonna be fun. And it's like old home school week. Everybody who hasn't seen us in a year comes out and we have a great time. So if you're I know Saturday is going to be busy for everybody, but just pop over 898 Jerry Lane. Remember though to guard your heart, for out of it flows the issues of life.
Mark Wilsey, personal injury attorney for the Cottle firm. We help people that have been hurt in an accident and it's not their fault. The goal is to put them back in the same situation they were in before the accident. Recent case had a young man, high school student, that was using the crosswalk and was hit by a car. The car tried to leave, but fortunately he was able to get the video of the license plate. Went to another attorney. That attorney did some background research and determined that the other driver didn't even have any insurance coverage, so didn't pursue it any farther. I still picked up the case just out of principle in a situation like that. And as we pursued it, we did learn that there was insurance coverage and was able to get a recovery for that young man. So at the Cottle firm, we take your personal injury personally.
Good morning, Adam Stetson, pastor at Christ Lutheran at 5th and Avenue B. You all need to find a church that is local because nobody out-locals the local church. So when Christ Lutheran called me to be their pastor, they specified that they wanted me to live in Boulder City. And philosophically, Jessica and I always want to live in the community where we're serving. We don't want to be a parachute pastor that parachutes in and then leaves. Then find a church that is Christ-centered, that's not focused on social reform and lots of other nonsense. Find a church that is all about Jesus. I don't know if you got the memo. He's kind of a big deal. He died, didn't stay dead. Kind of a big deal. And then lastly, find one that's historically rooted. One that understands the history of the church, that doesn't just stop at the end of Acts 28 and then picks up in 1776. Find a church that understands that history that God has been doing since the garden until today. Thank you.
Is that me? It's you? Paul from Master Jewelers, Boulder City. Chris, repeat after me. Diamonds are forever. Well, you just sold the truck. I got some diamond earrings for your wife. How am I doing?
Good job.
See, diamond earrings are the perfect gift because you always have the right number, they're always the right size, and they always fit.
Yes.
There you go, you see?
Nobody told my wife he made that commercial.
Well, to the entertainment part of our program, if your watch needs a battery, go see Paul.
Go see Paul.
If your watch needs battery, go see Paul.
Go see Paul.
Your first battery is free, so bring it down to me. Go see Paul, go see Paul.
Go see Paul.
Good morning, Jeff Dahl with American Pacific Mortgage. Chris, you could get your wife some diamond earrings or a mortgage. I'm hoping for the latter. No, we do mortgages, and that's where I'm gonna leave you. So, Jeff Dahl with American Pacific, thank you.
Morning, everyone. Jordan, that was weird. Jordan with Nevada Contract Carpet. Perfect customer this week is anybody needs a floor, Nevada Contract Carpet, we got you covered.
Good morning, Tina Good, Wealth Advisor with the Ameriflex Group. This week, we talked a little bit last week about foundational planning. Well, one of the most important elements of a foundation is having emergency reserves. So whether you are an individual or a business, it's always important to have an emergency reserve because emergencies just happen. Things break. Met with a client last week, they lost within a matter of a month, they lost one of their air conditioning units, had to get that replaced. They had a refrigerator go out, microwave, you name it, it broke TV. They had to replace a whole bunch of stuff. And he called me and says, hey, that emergency reserve came in handy, but guess what, I want to replenish it now. So, anyway, interest rates just hit 5.4% on a one-year CD last week. You can get them as high as 5.6, 5.7. So if you know someone who's got some emergency reserves and they want to put it someplace where it's safe, FDIC insured, and get a better rate, have them give me a call. We'll shop the rates and we'll help them find a good place to park that money. Tina Good, helping you plan.
Hello, Diana with For the Health of Our Pets. Last week, Brent was talking about that he had a dog that was really excessively licking its paws. And so we tried to help him through the process. So this is important. If you have a dog, take his little feet and smell his feet. If they smell like Fritos, and how many of you have ever experienced that? They smell like Fritos. That means there's a possibility that there's a yeast infection. It's real easy to take care of. I can give you a solution. You can just you make it at home, dump their little feet in it, and take care of it. But if that's not the case, and in the case of Brett, it wasn't the case, they didn't smell like Fritos. So go home and smell your dog's feet. It's just the way it is. This pup had a mineral deficiency, and she just kept licking and licking and licking and licking her paws. So we got her a little bit of minerals. We got her some Bucky Bites, which is antler powder, and within 2 days she quit licking her paws. And that meant that she was looking for something she didn't have. So again, little signs with the dog can mean a lot. So pay attention. If you see something that doesn't feel right, give me a call. Let me help you out with it. Diana with For the Health of Your Pets. Bow wow meow.
Good morning, Charles Williams with B&J Body Shop. Good referral for us this week would be somebody who wants to get that little ding in their car fixed. It's quick, it's easy, it's affordable, fairly inexpensive. So remember, if you have a ding, it ain't no thing.
With accountants, legal path to civil tax.
All right, Linda. Linda is filling in for Brent today, so we're going to give use the opportunity.
Hi, I'm Linda with Railroad Pass. The person, the people that we're looking for, people that are hungry. Our travel center has gas. If you're sleepy and you need a place to stay, we got 2 hotels. That's the people we're looking for this week.
Thank you, Linda. All right, now we would like to hear from Jack and then Christine, please.
I'll do it.
All right.
Okay. I'm Christine Rattoli. This is my husband, Jack Rattoli. He started 365 Things to Do in Boulder City, and he has over 3,000 members now. He's on it all day long, guys. He loves it. So if you want to post something on there, he's more than willing to accept it. He doesn't take, he's real careful about watching for bad things and scammers. And it's only Boulder City. Once in a while he'll let a Nelson in or something. We don't have a business, but I volunteer. I am the leader of Women in Support of Women Boulder City. I am the leader of Winning Overweight. We meet on Mondays. We've been doing that for a year, and the group has lost over 500 pounds in a year. I am helping Jessica and Pastor Adam with their fall festival, and I'm looking for vendors. I have 35 now. I have room for more. So if you're interested in getting out there for a really great show on November 11th, I'd love to see if you want to be on that thing. And I also am doing a small one November 4th. I'm tired. November 4th at Christ Lutheran Church with Jessica and Pastor Adam. So it's going to be a busy month in November, and it'll be all over 365 things. And I want to thank Jean, because Jean, you know, I've never met you, and I was so excited to hear your name, because she always posts for us for Winning Overweight and for our festivals going on, and it's brought us a lot of people to come, and I really appreciate you. I've never gotten to thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you to each of you for your comments. You know, this is a great group. You can't help but benefit by coming here and hearing Rob speak and talk about his success, and you know, hearing Paul help us sing a song, and just, you know, everybody else in what you do. So thank you. This is one of the highlights of my week, in coming here and helping get me going for the remainder of the week. So now we would like to hear from our Vice President, Miss Tana Good. Fill us in on how we're doing with our goals.
All right, lovely. Good morning, everyone. For those of you who are guests, just a reminder that our fiscal year runs from July through June, so these results are 2 months into our fiscal year. Every year we set goals for our group, and one of our goals is number of members. Our goal for this year is 40 members. We are currently at 31. Our goal for attendance is 90%. We are currently at 83%. Our goal for visitors every month is 15. Last month we had 16 for a total of 29 year to date. Our goal for referrals is 120. We had 79 last month, and 148 year to date. One-to-ones, this is where our members meet with each other outside of this meeting to get a better grasp on things that we're working on and other services we provide that aren't mentioned in a 20-minute. Our goal for one-to-ones is 20 per month. We had 22 last month for a total of 74 year to date. And Miss Denise tracks our online exposure. Our goal per month is 2,000 unique likes and shares, and last month we had 2,211 for a total of 5,308 year to date. Not bad for 2 months. I think we're going to need a little bigger box for those numbers by the time we get mid-year. And this year, our goal for revenue is $7.8 million. We're currently at $1,787,031. Not bad for 2 months in. I think we're going to hit our target. And last year we did over $7.6 million in revenue. So keep turning in your closed business. All the numbers count. Thank you.
Thank you, Tana. All right, we'll hear now from our Director of Growth and Communications, Diana.
Okay, first of all, give yourselves a round of applause, 100% attendance today. That means a lot. Okay, so a couple of things. Amy and Larry and Michelle and Paul, we need cards for the binder from you. Make sure you put those in when you get a chance. Our speaker schedule is Denise Ashurst on September 26th. Myself on October 3rd, Jeff Dalton on the 10th, John Chase on the 17th, Joy on the 24th, Brett will be the first speaker in November. Don't forget to put your volunteer hours in. That's really, really important. Amy, could you give us an update on the book club, please?
Yes, it'd be my pleasure. So the Rotary Club has created a book club. We meet on the third Tuesday of every month, and we meet at Browder Bookstore at 5 o'clock. This month we are reading The Present by Spencer Johnson. It is a wonderful read, very quick read. This is our light read for the quarter, and it really reminds us of why it is called The Present, because it is truly a gift, and when we take a moment to really appreciate it, there's so much that we can do with that. So we hope to see you tonight, 5 o'clock, Browder Bookstore, third Tuesday of every month. And following the book club tonight, we have a Rotary Social where you can learn more about Rotary if you are interested from 6:15 to 8:15 at Beer Zombies. I would be happy to take care of your first beverage on behalf of the Rotary Club as your president this year. So thank you so much.
Couple of things, Lions. The Lions, Leos meet the first Saturday of the month. The breakfast for the Lions is the first Wednesday of the month, and then there is a social on the third Wednesday of the month. All the information on the Lions is right here. Boulder City Senior Center, September is Bring Your Friend to Lunch Day. So if you have a friend that is over 60 years old and you would like to bring them for lunch, the lunch is free and the flyer is up here. So let's support our senior center and all the great things there they do. Farmers Market was quite a hit last week. Really well attended, lots of people buying. The vendors were very happy, and if we could just keep that up, we can keep that Farmers Market happening here in Boulder City. I do have a note. The BC Little League is looking for 3 more members. If you know anyone that has a child between the age of 5 and 7, even if they can't afford it, they have a financial help program available, but they need 3 more members. And it kind of sounds like if they don't get those 3, they might not have a league. So if anybody knows anybody would like to reach out for their fall ball rookie team, that would be great. Okay, so we have so many things. Rotary event tonight. Thank you for bringing that up, Amy. We want to make sure that people who don't know a lot about Rotary or just want to come and have some socializing will come. I have the Lakeview Terrace Petting Zoo flyer here. I think this is a great idea. You guys, if you know anybody that is out and about that can stop in, I think that even worth it for the popcorn and cotton candy alone, right?
Yeah.
There is a special city council meeting Thursday, September 21st on short-term rentals. This is a big deal in this town. Everybody's got an opinion on it. So if you can't make the meeting, please send your comments to the city council members. City council members have to read your comments if you send them an email. So I think this is an important thing for you guys to at least go and talk about it. My favorite event of the year is the Soggy Doggy event this Saturday. If you've not been, it's hysterical. You guys, it's really fun and well worth going and watching. It's at our pool. There are 2 sessions, one at 8:45, one at 10 o'clock. They let the dogs jump in, and if you want a good laugh and something to put a smile on your face for the rest of the day, go watch the Soggy Doggy event. We are going to be a booth sponsoring the event with handing out free emergency stickers, so I think that's a great event. The 23rd is Boulder City's Got Talent. We have the flyer up here. The garage sale for Denise, as we know, is always full of great treasures. And there's a preview, if I remember right, on Friday night, right? How do you get invited to the preview?
Just walk through.
Ooh, okay, I love that. Also, our Southern Nevada pictures, post these things. Let's make all these events successful. It's really sad when someone has an event and put a lot of time and effort into it and then not a lot of people come. So we want to try to, and that's enough, you wouldn't even have to have a job, you could keep busy just going to these events. Worst Fest is coming up on the 30th. I have a special favor, Lona, that I would love to have somebody bid a lot of money on the Christmas house experience. We promised to make it really, really, really fun and eventful. Plus it's all for a good cause, but there is a live auction. If you've never been to that, it'll be a lot of fun. And my husband will be grilling up the brats and keeping everybody fed there. Boulder City Firefighters Pancake Breakfast is coming up. So much stuff. On the 14th of October, again, the flyer is up here. Southwest Diner is doing the Great Southwest Pumpkin Patch. If you've never been, it's adorable. It's really, really well done. Cindy Ford puts a lot of time and effort into this with Don Lee from the Boulder City Mounted Patrol, and the horses are there, and it's just a fun thing for the kids to go to.
I want to add to that it is a fundraiser, and they are accepting baskets for the silent auction. So I would definitely encourage everyone to promote your business that way. And you're supporting the horses.
Yeah, it's a great event. It's really, really fun. Oktoberfest at the Beer Zombies is the 20th, and then they're also having a Beer Zombie Market on October 3rd. National Night Out, if you've never been to that, is really fun. It's where the fire and the police department, I think they play each other in baseball, right? Is that what it is? They play each other in baseball? It's a softball game, that's what it is. There's raffle, there's kid activities, a lot of fun things to support our local police and firefighters. It is October 3rd. The flyer for Art in the Park is here and now ready. As Rafi said, we do have the job fair for Boulder City on Wednesday, October 18th. Please, I see it every day on social media. I'm looking for a job, I'm looking for a job. Does anybody know anybody who's and post it and send it to them so that they know about that. And then on the 21st, Denise has a luau campaign fundraiser, which will be a lot of fun. Oh, you have to wear your best Hawaiian outfit. Okay, that's going to be at the Elk. So if anybody wants to attend the luau, the information is up here. I'm almost done. October 28th is the Elks Riders' third annual ride for the Veterans Poker Run. If you know anybody that's a member of the Elks or a part of the Elks Riders group, they do a lot of good work, and they are certainly going to be riding for a good cause. And almost scavenger hunt. The Friends of the Boulder City Library have put together a really fun scavenger hunt, and it's a shop, hunt, and find a book and scavenger hunt event. If anybody wants to be a part of it, there is a clue sheet and a QR code to talk about how that's all going to work. And lastly, and then I'll stop, for October, we have the Pet Work Network, which is going to be at Pastor Adam Church. And then right after that, the next week, is going to be the Holiday Boutique. And then don't forget the Lions will be having their golf tournament on the 11th, along with the Fall Festival. And I'm done.
Where's the softball game gonna be held?
The softball game for the veterans.
No, where?
Where is it? It is Veterans Park usually.
Yeah, it's always at the bench.
It's Veterans Memorial Park, and the flyer is up here. So, again, if any of you, just come up and take pictures of these, post these in your store, it's helpful. Thank you.
Wow, there's a lot going on here. No need to be bored, or have any lack of activity. So, thank you, Diana. We appreciate all you do. Walter had to step out this morning. He had an appointment with the DMV. So, normally we would hear from him, and one of the things he would say is, if you think you owe money, you probably do. So let's fill those coffers and take care of our responsibility.
And you're just a tremendous resource, so we appreciate you. So I have a couple of those here for Brian. Thank you to Close Business for Chelsea and for Diana. Thank you.
Referral for Walter, for Charles, for Brian, and testimonial for Rob. We met someone at the wine walk who came into the Sage. I was there with the pet products and they said, have you heard about the fishing classes? We went, they just moved here. And they could not say enough about how entertaining you were, how much they learned. One girl said, I don't even like fishing, but I'll go back to that class just because it was so fun. So thank you for doing this class. And Chelsea, as always, thank you for what you do for the community and always putting together a great event at Wine Walk. We appreciate that.
Thank you. I have 3 referrals for Lee and Paul. Thank you for closed business to Rob, who helped me sell a $3,400 tailgate last week, which I appreciate. And testimony for Chelsea, she helped assist in the sale of my parents' home and my brother's house. So I appreciate all you do.
So as a seller, I always want to give them top dollar with the least amount of hassle. And as the buyer, I want to put them the best value. So it's so much fun when I get to go, ooh, we got top dollar for all of those things. And thank you for trusting me in that journey.
Testimonial for Chelsea. When I first joined this group, I was new to Lakeview Terrace Assisted Living Community. I was new to the demographics, and I met with Diana, Chelsea, Tina, and Lona. And with their leadership and inspiration, it made me feel really grounded in the new opportunity that Lakeview Terrace helped me with. So thank you very much. You're always an inspiration. Always.
I'm just the idea girl. You implemented it all.
Oh. So I have a close of business for Diana. We rented one of our apartments. It's $32.95 a month. I don't know how you're going to calculate that, but thank you very much.
Oh, good. Down for a year.
Huh?
Do they lease for a year?
No, we're a month to month. So they have freedom. You never know what's going to happen in the future, and we want to accommodate them and not lock them into it. We just require a 30-day notice. And wow, sorry.
Thank you for a wonderful presentation and for always being so kind and helpful and just being a wonderful leader. And gas at the
So I texted Angela, but I think John's tagline should be, leave the insurance to us, be sure, not just insured.
Ooh,
So,
I like that.
we'll see if you like this, I don't know. Testimonial for Kellyanne. She looked at our business cards and she's like, you know, I'm having a hard time knowing what your business is, this is too small, this should be this color. You need this on here, you don't need this, and I appreciate that because we are not graphic designers. What we think looks good, you know, we're not graphic designers, so I really appreciate that. We're actually updating our business cards and stuff like that, so we appreciate that. Larry, I just wanted to remind you that the last time I spoke, you ended up winning my Tracy Stacy Tree gift card. So yeah, so you still have that credit, so use it. And Michelle, the government sucks. IRS. Hang in there, okay? We're all here for you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, I got a testimonial for all you guys. You're just a bunch of good people, you know? This is like Tuesday morning church for all of us, you know? Everybody comes here, bears their testimony, sings a few holy roller songs, you know? Man, Pastor Adams, I'll tell you what, you gotta just grab everybody here and start a church right here Tuesday morning. Everybody loves each other. President Williams up there is just great place.
You want me to talk about Jesus more? I can do that.
I can testify that.
Testify. Can I get an amen?
Started it.
Hallelujah.
Great entry to the meeting today. It was really good. Miss Chelsea, I can testify that she really takes these lists seriously because she has tried to get me to make a list in the past. Even if it's like a happy hour, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do it. All right, and I have a referral for Mark Losey, and I have a question for Lee. So I had to drive someone down to the Ford dealership, because they had some recalls. I told them I thought you guys could do that.
Not recalls, because
Ah.
recalls are safety, they have to be
Okay.
done at the dealer, because if they mess it up, they're liable.
Okay, all right, well then, I'll.
It's the only thing we can't do.
All right, thanks.
I have a testimonial for Mark Losey. My wife got in an accident a while back, and I met her on the side of the road in the middle of the police getting there taking reports. And I called Mark. Mark said, "This is what you need." And then after everything was said and done, Mark called me back, said, "Come pick up your check." It was really that simple. Good job, Mark. Thank you so much for helping my family out. And good job.
All right, so I have a referral for Lee and one for Charles and a testimonial for Charles. So I'm gonna ask the question, what would you do to a kid in your car that's tooting on a kazoo? How long would you put up with that? That would drive you crazy. Well, I got news for you. One of my vehicles, that's exactly what I had going on with the vehicle. So finally figured out that the windshield had a leak, had an air leak. And it sounded like a kazoo because the trim molding inside was vibrating like a reed. So took it down to Charles, and the glass guys came out, and it was like, well, we might break the windshield taking it out, but they got the windshield out, they resealed it, and no more kazoo. I'm loving it. Just so you know, the reason, finally figured out the reason why this happens. The sealant in the factory is put on by a robot. The windshield is put in by a robot, and nobody ever looks at it, and there was a void in the sealant.
I have close of business from Chris. He had his birthday dinner here in the steakhouse. And that's it. Oh, one more thing. I forgot to say. In the cafe, not only do we have weekly specials, we also have chef daily specials for usually breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They're pretty amazing. They are. It's always different. So pop in there, look on the board. If it interests you, come get it.
Nice.
Okay, I didn't have anything, but Chelsea's talk was just amazing. I learned a lot of things about Boulder City, even though I don't live in Boulder City. I wish I would have known her when I first came, and we bought our house, because I wouldn't have bought my house where I bought my house. I would have bought in Boulder City, so.
I can help
You can still move there.
You
would be surprised. Never seen it.
I love this Mayberry town.
So yeah, so this is my way to remember an oil change. I want to point out something. So Angela, where is she? Is she here?
I think she left.
Angela, thank you for closed business to Angela, and also Chris, when you were talking about like referrals and the word of mouth and that kind of thing. He sent me a referral all the way back in 2019 for the Nevada Southern Railway, and that's still paying off today, you know, because I'm their webmaster. It's the only work like that that I still do because I love our railroad museum and I think it's really important in our town, so I support it. And thank you to Jack and Christina at 365 because you guys share my posts, and so I
All the
really
time.
appreciate it. So thank you so much. All right.
Volunteer hours, my pleasure.
How do you have time for work with all that? Wow, it's incredible. A referral to Railroad Pass, 2 referrals to Charles, and then this is like 3 weeks worth-ish from what I could gather. Thank you to Rob Sanford's friend, Walter, Mia J, Pastor Adam, Amy, Brian, Chelsea, Jeff Dalton, and John Chase. I thank you, thank you, thank you.
Chelsea, you are awesome. Always willing to help. So she helped me win my prize by offering to host a class. So hopefully we have fun at the class. And for Amy, also sign up for one-on-one to go over the new products.
We're gonna have so much fun, Joy. I'm gonna invite all my neighbors.
I love it. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Joy, that's good.
Scarlett says hello.
Joy basket.
Huh?
Basket.
Yeah.
So the Regal Theaters have every couple of weeks have a Monday mystery movie, and so you don't know what the movie is. It's $5, and there's a $7 popcorn and drink special.
Wow.
And so like you don't know what the movie is until it comes on.
What was it?
Sometimes the movie is really awful, like it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. Last night I saw Dumb Money, which is about all of the shenanigans that happened with GameStop. So on that note, find somebody who actually knows what they're doing with your money, like Tana, and yeah.
For Linda, she had to leave. She put in work hours. And I just want to give a shout out to Chelsea, who has been, well, I knew her mom before I knew her, so it's been a long time since we've been friends, and she's been so instrumental in everything that I've done here in Boulder City. Thank you, Chelsea, for your friendship and your professionalism. I have a thing, what is it? Getting to know you from Tana and Lona. And one of the things, when I was running for state assembly 2 years ago, Chelsea gave me her office. I had a meet and greet that I still do today. Lona was our guest speaker last week, and she came in and she told us about the, one of the things she told us was about the title scam. I just posted this on our Facebook page, that this is real. It happened here in Boulder City. So there's a free offer from the Clark County Recorder's Office. It's free. You just call them, tell them you want to be put on that scam alert. So if anybody tries to access your records, they will call you. So just, I put it on our Facebook, so go there, look at it, and make some actions with
Just need some gas at the pass, and I've worked in real estate for a little over 20 years, and with a lot of different realtors, and I can testify that Chelsea, I don't think anyone knows more about real estate than Chelsea does, so appreciate all your knowledge and everything you do.
All right, while Tana is organizing the slips for our drawing, Christine, we want to put you on the hot seat again and have you stand and just take about 30 seconds and tell us what you liked about our meeting.
Well, I know most of the people in this room. Diana takes good care of my dogs. I have elderly dogs that eat here 3 or 4 times a week. I gamble here. Tracy's in our vendor event and I appreciate it. And I think I've met almost everybody in this room. Michelle's in my winning overweight. She's a star, man. She's losing like crazy. So's Diana. Diana looks amazing since we started our group. So it's a great group, but it's a little early for me. I'm sorry. I'm retired. So, but thank you.
All right, Dana.
Wait, can I hold Jack's camera so he can talk? I'll just
Go ahead, Jack.
About what? Oh.
I would like you to pick our winner.
Go ahead, Jack.
Okay, well, I'm really enjoying being in this group. I've never been here before, and Diana asked me about it, and I said I really would like to visit and see what businesses in this town do, because we got a great community here. And I hope you'll all get on 365 things to do in Boulder City, and I think you'll enjoy it. Thanks.
And thanks to Jessica's efforts to do a veterans event on November 11th and Christine's efforts to bring vendors together and support. My gift, I hope somebody will appreciate or share it with somebody, is to pay for the vendor fee for you to be at the November 11th event. So if you don't want to be at the event, maybe you can find somebody to share it with and you can be a blessing to somebody else.
That's
Nice.
That's a $60 gift. Thank you.
And our winner is Jeff Dalton.
All right, thank you for each of you for being here. Please remember